Hello and welcome to NCTV episode 18, coming to you on a partially sunny day here in Storrington, West Sussex. And rather aptly, today's topic is all about the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D. So yes, you've probably heard this before, and I can confirm that it is scientifically true that most of us Brits here are indeed deficient in vitamin D, or at least for half the year that is. But before we discover how we address that, first you should know a little bit more about what it is, how it's helpful, and why we need it. So what is vitamin D? Well, as the name suggests, it is a vitamin, and its role is to regulate and increase the intestinal absorption of calcium, magnesium and phosphate mainly, in addition to other biological effects. It's particularly helpful because these nutrients are needed to keep bones, teeth and muscles healthy. And we need it because a lack of vitamin D can lead to bone weaknesses and deformities such as rickets in children and bone pain caused by a condition called osteomalacia in adults. Also, some studies have suggested that vitamin D can be good if you're trying to lose weight, prevent heart disease, or strengthen the immune system, as you'll know from the previous episode of NCTV. So, how do you get it? Well, first of all, the best source of vitamin D is through UVB rays in sunlight. You only need to be exposed to sunlight for a short period of time, and it has to be directly on uncovered skin without sunscreen on, and best between the hours of 11 AM to 3 PM if you want to be precise. So from late March to late September, most people will probably get as much as they need through that source. But it should be noted that sunlight through a window doesn't actually count because the window itself blocks the UVB rays required. So your best bet is to make the most of a sunny day and partake in some outdoor activities of your choosing. So what about the other 6 months of the year? Well, if you're not lucky enough to live abroad during the autumn and winter months, then you might want to find alternative ways to top this up. Dietary sources of vitamin D can be found in oily fish, red meat, liver, mushrooms, egg yolks, and certain fortified foods like bread, cereals, non-dairy milk alternatives, and infant formula milk. However, the traces of vitamin D in these can be fairly small, making it difficult to get enough from food alone. So it might be best to seek an alternative, which can be found in a daily vitamin D supplement. Usually around 10 micrograms is what is recommended by the Department of Health, and that'll be enough to do the job really. So it should be considered for everyone really during the autumn and winter months. The people who tend to be most deficient in vitamin D are those who don't get outside much, those who live in a care home, those who cover up, and those who maybe have dark skin, and also babies and children up to the age of 4 years old. So people in these categories may want to consider the daily 10 microgram vitamin D supplement all year round. As with anything, vitamin D is a great thing, but it is possible to have too much of it through supplements over a prolonged period of time, which can lead to too much calcium build up in the body, and that can weaken your bones and damage the kidneys and the heart. So be sure to follow your doctor's advice if you do require higher amounts of it. It should be noted as well that you can't overdose from vitamin D from sunlight exposure, but just to conclude, remember to protect your skin if you are out in the sun for long periods of time to reduce the risk of skin damage and skin cancer. So that's all for today. See you next time for some more bite-sized bits to help your health flourish. Bye-bye.